I know everybody I go like we, still we irie. Cause me no love likes, in a dancehall style. I know everybody I go like, still me irie. Cause we no love likes, no. So every time I rise, we do it for the love, we not do it for the likes. Do it for the love, we not do it for the likes. Do it for the love, we not do it for the likes. Do it for the love, we not do it for the likes. Make them know success don't come overnight. No make them know a substance over hype. Do it for the love, we not do it for the likes. Enough of them love likes, that's alright. Sit down on a post and a tweet all night. See them on social media type. While like said them they a studio a vice. Oh me never put them up on no flight. And me never see them a live no tour life. You miss someone now you have so much likes. I'm always still a lead for iTunes. Simple mean we not ready yet. If we put the music first, that's all. While we there on a bar and a hype. Free work, dance all. So when you see me, yes, I see I. And every tune when me ever write. And every show where we headline. No, we not do it for the likes, but we tell them we do it for the love. We not do it for the likes. Wa-da-da-dee-da-da-dee. Do it for the love, we not do it for the likes.
Okay, so now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome Morgan Heritage tonight. Give a big round of applause. Come on. My name is the original Rude Boy, David Levy, 107.5 WBLS, rocking you. Now, I want to start this interview by letting you know that I grew up in the house with Morgan Heritage. You guys may not know that, but is that true or not? It's true. I grew up Bushwick Avenue with Morgan Heritage. I grew up in their house. So, there's nothing that can go on with Morgan Heritage that I will not be part of because I owe it to them. Because you might not notice, but when I had no place to stay, I stayed with them. So these are like my brothers. And I want to give them a big round of applause because they won the Grammy last year and they're up to win the Grammy this year. Now, that's a big accomplishment. I have the #1 Caribbean show in the world when I'm on. And Nori is here. Nori comes on the hour before me. So Nori could be #1 before me. Right? That's my good friend. Give Nori a big round of applause from Car 105. Also, Bobby Connors is here. Bobby Connors is on my sister station. You guys might not know it, but when I'm on the radio, Bobby Connors walks across to my studio and hangs out and check me out. When he's on, I walk across his studio and hang out and check him out. So give Bobby Connors a big round of applause here now. Now, last year when Morgan Heritage won the Grammy, it was a lot of talk because 2016, right? There was a lot of talk because there was a certain name that won the Grammy on a consistent basis. Things seem to be opening up. We've got to produce better albums. We've got to know marketing. We've got to get better management. And I want to say this right now. What's that noise coming from? Oh, that's me? Okay. Okay, I'm good coming. Okay. So, listen to this right now, right? We've got to do better management. We've got to do better production. And because you sit at home or your office and take a booking, that does not make you a booking agent. You know what I said? Because you sit in your office and people call to book a group, that doesn't make you a booking agent. A booking agent is a person who goes out and get the act's work that never was going to come to them in the first place. So, Morgan Heritage is a living example of doing the music right, doing the management right, doing the booking right, and that's why they were nominated and won before, and they're nominated again to win this year. And for that feat, I want you to give them a big round of applause. Come on, big round of applause. Now, Gramps, Peter, is there pressure on you? Because the Grammys is a big thing. People say it's not a big thing, but when you win the Grammy, it's a worldwide thing. Bookers and managers from all over the world are wanting to tour in places that people can't pronounce. After you won the first Grammy, was there pressure on you now go in the studio and produce your songs a certain way to achieve a certain goal?
Well, one of the biggest things is that, you see, it wasn't really pressure on about the challenge that we've always challenged ourselves, and from the beginning of day one, our father and our parents, the challenge for no say, reach for the highest. So after we Strictly Roots and we won, we was like, what's next? Because to come out with our next reggae album and just say, yeah, we can do, Toots and the Maytals put out the album in one day. So it's nothing to put together a bunch of songs and put it out on CD or iTunes. But what we was able to do was calm down, catch a breath, reorganize and centralize and get back in the studio and say, what haven't we done? You know, so you have a song like One Family that presents some of our sisters that we never see for years. And some of my little sisters, when I see it, we have children that we say, why, one family. And then musical family, we was able to call upon the Marley family and call Stephen Marley and Ziggy Marley on that record, that we never did that before. We never sang a song with Ziggy on a Market Heritage album before. So we wanted to challenge ourselves and do things within the music and keep the quality and show the future of the music while maintaining the roots, and that was a challenge.
Now, dancehall has been big for a long time, and when you guys were in it initially, and you guys were trying to pave your way in the reggae music genre, dancehall was popping. Dancehall was big. You guys are some young guys. You guys are not old men. You grew up in hip-hop. You grew up in dancehall. You grew up on Bushwick Avenue in Brooklyn. How come you were not forced to go into the dancehall realm? Because it was popping. It took us a little bit longer for a reggae artist to bust than a dancehall artist.
I mean, reggae music is who we are. I mean, like you said, you live with us. You knew what we were influenced by highly at home. You know what I mean? And, you know, like you said, we love hip-hop, we love R&B, we love all genres, dancehall, we love dancehall. I mean, some of the dancehall artists who the world knows, some of our closest friends from Beanie Bounty Elephant and, you know, Carter, Nevada, and this goes on. But what connected with us as a people, spiritually, musically, mentally, it was reggae roots music. You know, we are Rasta people, grew up in Adosa, 12 tribe of Israel, and we couldn't deny ourselves. So even though we love dancehall, when we step on that stage, it's reggae music called to me, so that's what we represent.
Now, we know that the Grammys on the Grammy Award night, reggae music is not seen on television. Soca music and calypso music is not part of the Grammys at all. Although, let me give you some history now. The first record that sold 1 million copies after Billboard magazine took stock was a calypso record, sung by a Jamaican man, written by a Bajan man. That was Deo, sung by Harry Belafonte, written by a man called Irvin Berge from Barbados. Now, what do you think we can do to get reggae on the main screen at night when hip-hop is there, when pop is there, when all the other stuff is there? Why is reggae not there yet? Why is calypso and soca music not even looked at? What can we do to take Caribbean music to the mainstream?
What the Recording Academy has done, I think they started in the year we won. They started to broadcast the main ceremony where pretty much all the awards are presented, and it was broadcast online. So you can watch it online now. And the only thing they present on the television is like the record of the year, album of the year, artist of the year, the mainstream records. They used to just show, while the program's going on, they used to show it on the screen who won earlier in the day. But now the whole ceremony for all the awards are presented online where you can watch. It's streaming. And everything is streaming today. So you'll definitely be able to see the reggae category presented. The world will be able to see it if you watch it online.
You know, that's a good answer, Peter. But there's no artist out there nearly as big as Bob Marley right now. And reggae music should be on main TV when all the other genres are there. Do you agree? Okay. Listen, I wish you guys the best. Tell us what it's like going into the Grammys. What happens? Tell the people what happens when you go to the Grammys. How does it go?
Well, first thing, you have the Caribbean on your back. For us, for we, it's like we carry the Caribbean, Rastafarian culture on the island of Jamaica, and the Caribbean, and the music, and you want to represent that properly, that you are amongst the best. Like I tell people, like my nephew asks me, Uncle Grant, can I get some tickets to go to the Grammys? And I said, each nominee get one ticket, and then the price for one ticket to go to the Grammys starts at around $900 US. This thing sold out in 3 minutes, but guess who are eligible to buy tickets? It's the nominees first, and engineers, songwriters, and artists. It's not that those people that will be in Madison Square Garden Sunday night are not just fans. It's people with their family and artists, engineers, and there's criteria to be a part of the Academy. Like, you have to bring up somebody like Christy Barber for years that's been telling people in our community, go and sign up and be a member of the Academy. I remember when Christy Barber was walking around with $50 at the time, and she took her own money and bought money orders and said, here's the money, go sign up. So she's taking money orders. That's how adamant and serious she was about reggae music. So big up Christy Barber that's been fighting for the Caribbean community to have a voice in the Academy, and I think it's getting better. It's growing, and we have a long way to grow. And I agree with you, David. We want to see calypso, soca, and dancehall be recognized. But for now, we good with reggae, but we need to fight, and people like you need to have a voice. It's we are the people that have to do it. We can't just sit down and wait till the nominations come up and say, oh, those nominations are not good, or this man for winner. We have to get involved.
So deep in the love like this, never been touched like this. Tell me, ooh, girl, tonight, your love making her far from night. Girl, tonight, I'm crushing you. Tell me why. Oh, baby, am I loving you right? Tell me, am I loving you right? Ooh,
Feels so right.
The man who made all this possible, the man who provided the house that I grew up in, the man who provided the house that raised all these kids that became Morgan Heritage. I want to give a big round of applause. The man who had the #1 song, I'll Do Anything For You, the father of Morgan Heritage, Denroy Morgan.
Let the Lord God of Israel be glorified in all that we do. I must greet each and everyone in the name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, the redeeming Messiah. And I must greet in the name of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I, the restoring Messiah and the fulfillment of prophecy. We are family. We are Ethiopians. And we are a race of people that have a divine destiny. His Majesty said, when Africa, righteous people come together, the world will come together. It's our divine destiny. And we as Rastafarian has been given the anointing to take reggae music to the rest of the world. And we can see how infectious reggae music has been. Unfortunately, it hasn't been touching the hearts of Black Americans as yet. And we have seen the effort of many reggae artists, even Junior Gang and his brothers, try to bring it to Black Americans. And we can see that white Americans is taking reggae and making their contribution. That is the fulfillment of the prophecy of Bob Marley. He said reggae will make its way to its people continually. So we pray that as reggae music has reached the nomination in Grammy Award, that the message that reggae ought to be bringing to the people will be recognized, that these other nations that are producing reggae artists will know that reggae is not a fad. Reggae is the Rastaman gospel music.
I'm trying to get to her. Watch me now. Whenever she walks by, everybody will keep sign. All of my new them up, you get a piece of her. My friends them broken like a ski when she's who wants to know who is she talking to on the mobile phone. So into the market for a dozen roses. Welcome to a visit, baby, holy. Everybody eyes pop over this girl in my neighborhood. Everybody wants her now on that too. But everyone says, I'm trying to get to where what is it? That's that.
I give a word to you if you want me to. I'll do anything. I look in the world of the time. I give a word to you if you want me to. I'll do anything.